So, what will godliness do for me in the life that now is? Before we talk of the life to come, in the life that now is. I'm going to look at a few of the points. I'll look at the same points in the second service, except that I'll look at the second half of it. Number one, the necessity of godly character. Number one, godly character attracts the presence of God. And the presence of God equals the anointing. Godly character attracts the presence of God. It facilitates the presence of God. Psalm 24, verse 3 to 5, we just read. He said, who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place? Or who shall abide in his presence? He that is godly in character, he has clean hands. He has a pure heart. He has not lifted up his soul unto pride or arrogance or vanity. He is not a liar. He does not swear deceitfully. This is the person that can ascend into the presence of the Lord. People with godly character are effortless carriers of divine presence. They are effortless carriers of divine presence. When you come around them, you feel God. There is something about them that reminds you of God. They literally live in the presence of God, like Elijah said in 1 Kings chapter 17 verse 1. Before God whom I stand. Godly character gives you a stand with God, a stand. You know, when you talk about a trade fair or something like that, and somebody says, I have a stand there, I have a stand here, I have a stand there. It gives you a stand with God. On the other hand, ungodliness deprives you of a stand with God. You are unable to stand in his face. You are unable to stand in his front. And of course, like we said, the presence of God equals the anointing. So godly character makes you a carrier of the anointing. You don't beg or struggle for the anointing.